crappy connection and it didn't screw it up.
What's up, guys? This is 406 Customs. Well, it's just Nate and Nate. We're actually getting ready to start a live video feed, and we're filming it for YouTube. So now you know what this is. Not this over here, but this right here.
Just that.
So, cool. Well, stay tuned. Don't get bored.
Yeah, I'll check.
Live with... That was awesome. I knew something funny was going to happen. Nate and... Nate. There we go. Now let's try it. That was awesome. Okay. So, we just did a test video on a different page just to make sure that things were working. And here we are. Live. 406 Customs Q&A with Nate and Nate. Nate Sanders, Nate Lohmoller. And we're going to be here to answer your questions and talk a little bit about, 406 Customs and how we came to be. And I don't know, we know that you guys have questions because you guys ask us questions all the time on the Facebook page. So seriously, hit us up with these. We will answer them live right now. I will make sure that Nate gets all the hard questions and that...
Wait, what?
Crap. Yeah, so he has to answer all the hard ones. But I'm wearing some gear here. This is our new 406 Customs Ambergram 950 snapback. And then this is one of our shirts. You can kind of see it there. It's a little mountain scene with the Ambergram on it. All of our stuff is going to be for sale at Zip Tie Club. Is the next big thing where you're going to be able to come to us and get stickers, hats. We got 2 hats, 2 different shirts, a whole bunch of stickers, even ones that we didn't even have at this flash meet. Just a bunch of crazy stuff going to be happening there. So merch aside, we don't need to talk about that right now because we'll do plenty of that at Zip Tie Club. But yeah, we're here to talk about kind of how 406 Customs started and what's going to happen there.
Ask us questions.
Yes, ask us some questions here. Your questions will pop up for us to see, and I see Spencer's in here. Cool, thanks for joining, Spencer. If you ask us questions that we don't know the answer to, we will just...
phone a friend.
We'll ask the audience or something. Yeah, but that's basically it. So 406 Customs, I mean, we started in, 2007? When did we go to SEMA?
That was 07, or 08? 07. 08, I don't know.
I think we went to SEMA.
In 08.
You and I went to SEMA in 2008. And man, that was pretty sweet. Why don't you give us kind of a rundown of what you thought SEMA was like?
SEMA was overwhelming and kind of made me not want to work on cars anymore because I would never be at that level. But then I got past that and I kept working on cars. We got kind of sick of seeing Lambos. That was the first year that GTRs came out. So,
dude, that first GTR, we were like,
it's a GTR!
Yeah, it was crazy. And then by the end, we were just like,
now look, another GTR.
Oh, cool, another GTR.
Yep. It's the only place we'll go where Lamborghinis is no big deal, or Ferraris.
What was your favorite thing to see at SEMA 2008?
Man, favorite thing to see at SEMA? Man, I don't know. Well, back then, it was probably the models. So.
Yeah. But we were like into car audio, pretty much.
Yeah.
That was like...
So the big stereos probably was the big thing.
We got to meet Mad Mike. Not like the Drifter Mad Mike, but
yeah, that would have been cool.
You got a TV in your car.
Pimp My Ride Mad Mike.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I think the Scion booth was the coolest. and some of the Ford Flexes. Actually,
Yeah, believe
it's
it or not.
weird to say, but those were awesome.
Yeah, seriously, the
Massage chairs looking at plasma TVs in the back of a Ford Flex. Come on.
it was straight VIP for 2008. It was pretty
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, you know, we were just friends, you know, at that time, and we didn't have a car club or anything like that. And my wife's uncle owns a hot rod shop close to here, and he helped us go to SEMA, and it was like, man, you know, we're into cars, but we need to step it up or something, you know, and we didn't know what it was at the time, so
Right.
we came back and made stickers for our cars, you know.
Yeah.
So we got, you know, we're still rocking banners on our cars, but you know, back then that's really all it was. Brett and James and Trent, what up, Trent?
Hey, Trent!
And Wyatt, you guys are all here, so that's cool.
That's
awesome.
Wyatt.
Don't forget to ask us questions because we don't want to just sit here and talk nonsense. We want to answer your questions.
And I'm filled with nonsense. So
Yeah.
ask a question.
Full of baloney. But so I guess. Oh, Paul, what's up? SEMA 2008 was kind of like where we realized, you know, that we wanted what they had, you know, because there was car clubs there. Remember what was the name of the big one?
Nocturnal?
Nocturnal and Swift. That's the
Swift.
one I was thinking of. They were like lowrider cars with donks and I mean,
Like 350Zs with 22s on them.
you know, the hoods that open up like this and stuff. It was
Yeah.
it was crazy. So they had, I mean, the car clubs were there, and we're like, dude, we wanna be in there. It says, looks like we're asking ourselves here, how long have you been friends then? I would say
Like
we met like right before Elias was born, right? Or
No.
maybe afterwards.
I think it was like right afterwards.
Yeah, my son's gonna be 11 years old, and I know that Nate went to his first birthday, so
It was about 10 years.
yeah, about 10 years. Cool. Any hail damage to the 406 rides?
I heard Brandon got a little bit.
Unfortunately, yes.
Hunter got a couple that he was showing me today.
Yep. So the Audi got it a little bit. I
Oh
know
yeah,
that,
Brett's Audi.
that the wide body Evo got a little bit. See it's sad the 280Z got it some. So that's
Jacob
kind of
with
a
the 240. He called me while I was at work and it's like, dude, can I get to your garage? And I let him get in real quick. So he, I think his car made it unscathed.
yeah. It was, you know 240s. They're so aerodynamic that
Yeah, it just got there and just dodged hail and got in the
the hail was
garage.
like
Yeah,
right over. It doesn't even have a big wing, you know.
yeah. It needs one though.
Yeah, I think anybody who had a wing that was like 47 inches wide or bigger or taller than 3 feet, they didn't care about hail. It just
Yep, you're fine. At least that part of their trunk was.
that's the benefit to giant spoilers and wings.
Protects from hail.
Yes.
See what I mean about the
Yeah.
nonsense?
See, Jacob says, yep, he only has 3 dents, so that's as high as he could count.
Yep. Wait, what? Drift missile. I mean, it's gonna get dented anyways, right?
That's right.
So
Well, okay, so let's see here. Yeah, back to the car club thing. Like, we wanted to be like those guys that were, they were like, let's make a car club and go to SEMA, which we still haven't done yet, but I
Nope.
think we're closer.
getting closer. I think that it's kind of shifted though. Like we did say, I remember when we started. I remember me and you talking, said like, let's just start a car club. There's other car clubs where they're all about racing and stuff, and we were like, let's just start a car club that's just into cars and friends. That's just positive.
Yeah.
And so like, that's how we started, and that's what we're still about. Was
Yeah.
Mark
Boxer briefs or
mankinis?
mankinis.
Whatever. I just don't wear anything.
Yeah, you
I'm not
forgot
even
Commando.
I'm not even wearing pants right now.
Nope.
Okay.
We're filming from here up, so Jacob says that was rude. And, it is what it is, Jacob. Sorry. But, back then, did you just cut your head off?
What? Oh.
Yeah, back then, our focus was something different than what it is now. Like, we wanted to be cool, and like we wanted to be the best and have the coolest cars and do things like that. And our focus has shifted. We still want to be cool. We still want to have awesome cars, but our focus isn't on that anymore. Our focus is, after we experienced a little bit of it, we realized like, having a car club comes with other stuff. So it just like it comes with the people, and that's seriously what that's what makes 406 Customs us now, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, people were asking. They'd be like, "It's our stickers." So they'd be like, "What do you guys do?" And we were like, "We drive around and park together."
Yeah. I mean, you'd be surprised at how many people ask us like, "Where's your shop?" And we're like, "We don't have a shop. We're a car club." So I mean, all these things that we didn't know like that was going to happen or that we didn't know was possible. We're still building towards that kind of stuff. We just want our focus to be on the people of the community and not on the cars. Because, I mean, let's just face it. There's plenty of stuff. If you go to even Denver and go to a car meet, Jacob was just recently there, and he said it was just like nobody connected. It was like there's sick car after car after car after car, high dollar, everything, and then no connection with the people. So we want to have the other side of that and have the connection with the people, and then, well, I ain't gonna have no high dollar rides, but I mean, we still try to build cool stuff and just, be revolutionary in the scene in all aspects, not just cars, but all aspects.
Mark asked, favorite car in town?
Favorite car in town?
Man, I don't know.
That is a hard question. I'm pretty partial to Mazda FD RX-7. So even though we never see it out, it's Jacob's car, Jacob Fox, right?
Jacob Fox, right?
Yeah, Jacob, bring that thing out. We want to see it. I would say that red RX-7 is my favorite car at this time. But, you hardly ever see stuff like that. I think that's why it makes it to the top of the list. But, I mean, there's some really super sick rides out here.
It's hard to pick. And, I mean, it's every year. It's like you don't see some and you see new ones. And, man, I would say if I had to pick a car outside the crew, I'd say Jordan Van. His car's pretty up there. He's going hard. Like, I mean, not everybody just cuts and wide bodies like a $30,000 car. So there's that. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, I think we really like stuff that's, people, you cross the line of like, I don't know, bolt-on to like custom, even if it's terrible.
Yeah.
Like I prefer to see that kind of stuff. Like somebody's like, the norm is to do whatever, but I'm going to do this, even though like 90% of the people are going to be like, why did you do that? I think I like that.
Jacob Fox doesn't have an FB anymore, LOL.
Did I say FB? I meant FD.
FD.
Seth Vanoy.
Freaking Seth. I don't know. Wasn't it Jake Fox that showed up at our meet with an FD?
Dude, speaking of awesome cars, I actually really love Seth's car.
Oh, yeah. And I hate Subarus. I didn't mean that. I
like Subarus.
I don't like them as much as I used to because a lot of them are starting to look a lot alike. But Seth, killing it in the Subaru game. And Katie. Katie is too.
Facebook. Hey, I think that... as soon as I see one of those new Ford Focus RSs, that's going to be my favorite car.
Yep.
The Ford Focus RS, that thing is going to be just so sick, so awesome, so cool.
When can we purchase hats? Zip Tie Club.
Well, you should be able to purchase hats a little bit before that. Just message our page. Brett, he drives the gray Audi, and he's our merch guy, so he can... get together with you. But They're just technically not for sale yet, and we will let you know. You'll know 100% sure when you can get one of these sick puppies right here.
Seth, what are you talking about? Haters gonna hate. I just commented your car.
How about the Datsuns? Yes, actually, Michael's car. Michael just, dude, your 510 is sick with the SR20. It's just clean, and I mean, it's a sleeper because it looks like a factory, 510, just cruising.
It looks like a mild resto mod, I guess you'd call it, and then you would just blow the doors off of most things.
Jacob Young says, "What do you think about a Toyota Tacoma?" I don't know. There's some ridiculously sick Tacomas out there.
I've seen some cool ones all the way from like slammed, lowered, almost drift-looking ones to like pre-runner status. Want to take it to the desert and jump it ones. They're pretty cool.
Dude, I like older Tacomas. Okay, so the smaller, like mini truck type Tacomas. Let's see here. I got to read some of these before they go away. How can you get hats and stickers and other apparel for those that are 406 natives but live in other parts of the country?
We'll send them to you.
Yeah. Just message us or your address and things like that. Brett will definitely take care of that for you. I'm putting Brett on the spot because he's a man. Zane says, "Holla Nate, what up, dude? What's your favorite music to listen to when cruising?"
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Good one.
That's a good question because you go first.
Man, it varies. Lately, it's been honestly, a lot of trap music, which I feel kind of stupid saying that because I never used to like that stuff. Chill dubstep, melodic dubstep stuff. Sometimes it's Lecrae and Tadashi. I'm big fans of those guys. They're like Christian rap. I like a lot of that stuff. From frustrated metal stuff that give you nightmares. You?
Slayer, Bailey says.
No,
there's always
not Slayer.
There's always that guy. Even at car meets, there's always the Slayer guy. That's like, no matter what you're doing, they're like, Slayer. Yeah, but
yeah.
Me, I guess I listen to. I don't know. I'm kind of into metal. Yeah, I like metal, and I listen to a lot of Christian music, but I do love. Okay, let me just rephrase this. I listen to whatever my wife is listening to in the car because and a lot of times it's like Bieber and so I'm messed up. I'm totally messed up. I don't even know what music I like anymore.
You're going to need help someday.
Actually, I do know that I'm not really into Justin Bieber. It's just on.
Yep.
Hey, yeah, there you go.
Lecrae, that's cool. I only to be honest, I like old Lecrae a lot more. Ooh, there's a good one.
Yeah, there's one I have. It's a chip in it. Okay, yeah. Sounds like a pretty sick Tacoma, dude. Wolves at the Gate. Oh man, Wade, thanks for bringing that up. Wolves at the Gate is legit. If you haven't heard Wolves at the Gate, look them up on Spotify.
Beethoven, not as much. Maybe a trap remix of a Beethoven song. I'd give that a shot.
Yes, I agree, Michael. I agree. That's good. Man, I don't know. Let's see here. You have any other favorite cars? I like original stuff. I don't know. I don't know if I like Mark's 180SX. I do. It's like there's hardly any mods. There's just it's got wheels and coilovers, and the coilovers are jacked up. I feel like that thing could always go lower.
Mark, slam your car.
Yeah, slam your car. Everyone tell Mark to slam his car. Hey, what's up? Isaiah just joined. Jake just joined. Awesome.
I'm trying to think of cars I like that are outside the crew, because I do love all of our crew cars. Legitimately, not just because they're my friends, but I do like them all.
For sure. And we kind of have a say in what everybody. I guess we should explain how that kind of works with us.
What?
When we're modifying a car or we're buying a car. I mean, we consult each other most of the time, don't we?
Yeah. Well, more so lately, but yeah, we try to. We try to let friends not make stupid mistakes. There's a good one right there. How do I join 406 Customs? That's a good question. Basically, hang out with us and we get to be friends. We legitimately call everybody in the crew family. We would pretty much do anything for each other, and that all came from just hanging out with us. And then eventually we do now what we call a prospecting process, where we vote you in as a prospect, and you just keep hanging out with us, and it's kind of like time. That's the time where we find out, if you like us and we like you, and so on and so on. So and then it goes to a unanimous vote from there.
Yeah, actually, that's really cool. I'm glad you asked. We've added maybe 6 or 7 people over 5 years, so it's it's not something that we always just look for. We're not like prospecting to go add a bunch more people to our club. What we would prefer is if you guys started another car club, like if you guys started your own crew, and then we could do different special things that we've been waiting to do. We're just waiting for some legitimate car clubs to get up and going. And there's some out there that are growing and starting to be some pretty cool stuff.
And to add to that, if you are interested in starting a crew, we actually have a guy now, Brandon, and he's gonna be like our dude that's gonna meet with other people that want to start clubs, and kind of give them like pointers and help them along a little bit and give them advice that maybe we could have used when we got started. Mm-hmm. We miss anything?
Yeah, I want to answer this question by Darius. So, what do you think of the black Civic Si at the Semi Roll meet? Dude, he knows what I think of that car. That car is so sick. I want it. You just let me know when you're ready to sell it, because I want to buy it. That thing is so cool. Old hatchback. It's straight stock with these old school 90s Enki wheels on it.
Yeah, that thing was cool.
It's jacked up, I feel like it's as jacked up as my off-road Civic.
Yeah.
But it's awesome.
Man. Yeah. I love those good, clean, older Hondas.
There you go. If any of you play racing games, if so, which ones?
All of them? Yeah, I'll try any of them. Which Forza is it that we always drift on?
Forza 4.
Forza 4, yeah. Like, we still just get in and drift.
Most of us are Xbox guys.
Yep.
But, there's a few PlayStation guys in our crew too, but Xbox for the win for me.
Any mods planned for your cars or members' cars?
Always.
What you got going?
What do I got going? I'm slowly saving. I got a little jar. I'm slowly saving for some airbags for my Beetle. So
that'll be sick.
Believe it.
You guys probably won't see the Miata for a while, honestly. It's got no engine, no front end. I just pulled the subframe out today. I'm putting a fresher motor with cams and some other performance stuff in it, and then I'm honestly just not going to pull it out until it is done, body and everything, and then I'll move on to the next project. So I got a lot going on with that. There's nobody's going to see it for a while.
Yeah.
Do we miss any more?
Yeah, Seth said that he's got a room full of mods, and that's so true. Seth is always doing stuff to his car. Like,
I would like to think that one day Seth will just have like a finished Subaru that will be sick. And the only part of that that'll happen is that it'll be sick, but it'll never be finished, I don't think. But, that's cool, though.
Wade, yep, bagging the Beetle.
Bag the Beetle.
Bagging it.
Yep.
Me too, Nate, yep. Will it be zip tie ready? Which,
my Miata won't be. I'm going to say no.
Yeah, I won't have bags by zip tie either, but there are some other small little things that I got planned that aren't really a big deal, but I like to try to have something different every year too. That's just part of us, like, wanting to be, lead, just to leading the scene, Like, if we're not doing stuff to our cars and we're not modifying, why should anybody else be doing it either, It's just...
last year was like the first year that money wasn't right and stuff, and I didn't have anything that I could do that I could afford in the Miata, and, kind of drove me nuts. I think I ended up ordering some valve stem caps like a week beforehand so I could do something.
Adam's got a good question. You read that one.
Have you talked about farts yet? No, we haven't, because neither one of us has farted. Thanks.
I know. I wish you guys could see how close we really are sitting to each other.
Yeah.
We're in my garage right now. It's big, and we're in the corner on my little 70s couch. And we're sitting really close to each other. And no, we haven't talked about farts yet. I have a
you,
question.
Andrew.
You guys are awesome. Okay, not a question, but still. Thanks, Andrew.
Thanks.
That's a legitimate statement, at least. Oh yeah, hey, you see my license plate wall back here? I collect license plates. I got them all over the place in here, and I don't know. Just wanted to comment on that because it's our background for our video. Give us a quick tour. Maybe
at the end.
Yeah, it's pretty busy in here right now.
Any of you work on muscle cars, or do most of you work on it with imports? We are all imports
For right now.
right now.
And we haven't always been. I've had a few Mustangs, and I really like V8 power and the way it feels and the sound, and it just like there's just nothing like it. It's just we evolved from like being really into stereo equipment, and then we were into doing track days, and then we all wanted to be like seriously the lowest cars ever. And if you're making scraping noises, then that's a good thing. And I mean, we've kind of got this old school feel going on. I know a couple of the other members are looking into like old cars, buying some, and I don't see any reason why some of those couldn't be, a V8 muscle car or something like that. So, but we like that stuff.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, just friends. Usually, friends are friends because they're into the same stuff, and it's just always been that we all really like imports. And I mean, honestly, like we all like the trends and stuff that happen, and we just all like imports.
Jory wants to know if he'll get booted if he shows up to a meet with his C10 truck.
None of our meets.
Yeah, not a 406 custom meet. So, that's all I can say about that because that's all we can control.
Zip Tie Club is the only import specific only meet, and that's import sport compact meet. But all of our 406 meets that 406 does, we just anything. Bring a sand rail out. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I want to see some crazy stuff. Like I want to see VIP cars show up. I want to see off-road trucks. I mean, believe it or not, I do want to see diesel trucks, man. I actually like to see some of the cool mods that people do tastefully on diesel trucks. And I don't know. I want to see everything. I want to see a donk. Somebody please show up with a donk.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
What do you guys think of the Prelude with the Magic City Imports banner? I'm not sure I've seen it, but...
body style Prelude. But I don't know
actually, you were at our flash meet, and I think I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Honestly, I mean,
I'll have to look back through the videos and check it out.
Sometimes some of us kind of blank out cars that come to our own meets because we're so concerned with making sure that everything's happening right. So if we don't remember your car, no offense to you or anything, your car's probably awesome. It's just half of us are really stressed out. Okay, I am.
Okay, that one says, your group have any rivals, any turf wars?
No, because there's no other clubs.
Well, yeah, we just... Yeah, those Fresh Union guys. That's who I'm just kidding. We love all those guys, so...
No, we try to stay pretty chill. Like, we just want to encourage people and definitely want to encourage other clubs. Is Toyota Tundra an import? No, I mean... It's made by Toyota, and Toyota's designed in Japan. I think most Tundras are made in New Mexico, if I remember right. I worked for Toyota, so...
I'd say, I mean, it would have to really fit the culture of that Zip Tie Club is built around. I don't know if you're like into reading, import magazines and watching, stuff on Facebook and YouTube about import meets and things like that. If your Toyota Tundra wouldn't be able to fit into that kind of stuff, then... I would say that's a pretty good indication that Zip Tie Club isn't really the place for it. But
what is the craziest thing you have done in a vehicle? Ooh, that's a good one.
Mine are probably, all my top 10 are probably with Mark driving.
Yeah.
Because he's a crazy driver.
Man, before I was like into cars, I had a Ford Taurus and I just bombed it down 10th Street Hill, which is that hill by the old movie theater where 10th Street goes past Lewis and stops, and then a dirt road keeps going down. And I think I caught air a couple of times.
Yeah.
That's probably the craziest thing I've done, honestly. I did some racing in other cars I had, like track racing. That was pretty crazy.
Oh, okay. I got a story. I was riding with Adam Burt one time back in the day. Seriously, this was even before we had 406 Customs, and he was into jacked up Chevy trucks and Blazers, and we were in his black Blazer. It was so huge, I had to pull myself up into it, and he decided to go do some urban off-roading, which I don't recommend. It's definitely illegal, but he put like 2 of his tires on a sidewalk and then 2 of his tires going down like a ramp, and I swear we were going to flip over. It was scary. And I'm
over by Buffalo Wild Wings, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I wasn't going to say.
Think of stretched tires. Dude, I'm a fan. I got my Miata rocks 195s on 9s. My Honda Civic that I drive every day rocks 175s on 8s. Like, I think it's cool. I love stance stuff. Like, it's not for everybody. It's not a good reason for anybody to bash somebody's cars because it's got stretched tires on it, but I think it's sick.
Yeah, there's the right kind of car and the right kind of, look and stance. I mean, stretched tires, the entire purpose of it is to get your car as low as possible and to fit it in the fenders with, trying to get your rim and your fender to touch, with that right kind of perfect stance. I'm not so sure I understand the whole stretched tires on big jacked up trucks yet, but I'm sure there's a reason for that. But
I mean, I think it's probably its own evolving style. I think Hawaiians do a lot of that stuff. 215, 45, 17 on a 9.5. Yep, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, Jacob.
Do you have a Honda with purple rims? No, I do not.
Hi, Dom.
I have a red beater 4-door Civic that I love.
Yeah, we're really into like winter cars too, and like specific, type of cars, I guess. So I don't know. I like balling on a budget. It's like the greatest thing ever. So like do as much as I possibly can to my cars for little as amount of money as possible. And I don't know, that's we have kind of a few guys in our crew that's like how we build cars. So
I mean, like some of the coolest, funnest mods to do are when you go to the hardware store and make something. Like, I don't know, not everything can be bolt on, and it's fun that way.
Yeah.
Seth, I like meaty tires. Yes, you do, and I like your meaty tires.
Yeah, I don't think it's stupid that people like Battle Stance either. I don't know if you've seen Seth's car or Spencer's car or Brandon's car. I mean, those guys are like in the 300s with width, and they're just straight up Battle Stance. I mean, the rim is, I don't know, they're definitely not stretched.
No, it's stretched the other way, like back to the rim maybe a little bit.
Jory says, "You guys autocross?" No, not yet. And I think that
Hunter did last year. He just randomly took the 280 and ripped it up.
Yeah.
This was a good one. I like what you guys are doing. Fully support the cover fee for Zip Tie Club. The punk scene died because people stopped going to shows and going to the bar rather than support the venue. Keep on keeping. Keep on keeping on is probably what it says. See more. Okay.
Our connection is weak, so I have no idea what's going on there, but it's flashing at us. So,
side note about that, just want to clarify that it's something that's misunderstood. We do not put on Zip Tie Club. I am one of 3 guys that helps plan out everything, and I also happen to be in 406 Customs. We are sponsors of it. We help out wherever we can. We give financially as a sponsor, but we, as a crew, just do what needs to be done. But we don't, as a crew, we don't plan anything.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
We just, last year we went a little overboard with where we were at, just because Tanner had access to all these lights and stuff, so we just went nuts with it. And this year we're going to go nuts making the focus on Zip Tie Club.
Yeah.
And we'll be hanging out in a corner. We'll still be giving away some water and stuff like that, so come find us. Hang out with us. You guys ever consider doing a poker run of some sort?
Looks like we got a better connection.
What's a poker run?
A poker run is like, you travel around to specific different spots, and I don't know. It's like you donate money and things like that to different charities, and a lot of biker clubs kind of do those kind of things. And we've never really talked about it before, but we do like doing charitable type things, and we always do a meet for the Ramsey Keller Foundation, and I mean that might be something we could incorporate into a poker run or something. That'd be kind of cool.
When are you guys going to stop hard parking and hit up some track days in Helena?
That's a good question, Brandon, because
probably never. Me.
I like track days, and I sold my little Escort that was fun for that kind of thing. So when I get a car that's ready to go for something like that, which I'm changing things up every once in a while, so I'm still into that kind of stuff. So
I like.
Yeah, I agree with Adam though. He said when they let us drift.
Yeah.
At a few track days that I've been to, drifting wasn't necessarily frowned upon, but it wasn't necessarily organized either. And I don't know if there was a lot of guys that knew how to do it. There was a lot of all-wheel drive stuff there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just a different scene, different event.
Where did you guys come up with See Me Rolling?
Where did you guys come up with See Me Rolling? Okay, well.
We want to do something different, like add to the flash meet idea, but instead of like giving out clues, we just want to be like, yo, find us out somewhere. And then Hunter Heller with the 280Z, he actually like came up with the idea of us cruising different areas of town, and he kind of came up with a lot of the structure of how making it work, I guess.
Yeah, it was just kind of a random idea that we had in one of our meetings, and I think we just decided to run with it and see what happened, because our view this year was to just go a step above what we did last year and just kind of go for it.
I think like the flash meets are a success because they're fun, and it's fun to try and figure out where stuff is. So our idea with See Me Rolling was just like to do something new that's fun. We like people to have fun. When was the first 406 Customs car meet?
I don't know, first ever or first this year?
I would first ever is a funner question, so
yeah,
that would probably be.
What's up, Cody?
Wouldn't that'd be the Fast and the Furious before I moved back, probably, right? The guy at the crappy Mexican place.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. One of our first most organized one that we had. We went and saw Fast and Furious 6.
Yep.
Right? Yeah, Fast and Furious 6. And we kind of had like a dinner meet. There was like 25 cars there, and most everybody that met us at the theater, and it was a big time. I'm sure there's people in here that went to that Fast 6 meet.
I think the
first ever
meet that was like more of felt like meets now, I think would have been Need for a Meet, which was right before Need for Speed, and we all went to the movie afterwards, and we just had it at the dead end of Monad. That was tons of fun, and
that was
honestly,
crazy.
It was like still a lot of inspiration for what we plan now.
That meet should not have been successful. Like, it was super cold. There was a storm coming in.
It was dark.
There was
no lights set up at that time,
and
we had a speaker about yay big to pump some jams out of.
Yeah, our meets were averaging probably 30 or 40 cars at that time, and
that one I think we had 80.
Yeah, we counted close to
100.
A
random street that we didn't have permission to be there. Side note: don't have meets if you don't have permission.
Yeah, we've learned that lesson. We see a lot of meets that pop up with guys trying to organize stuff, and we really, really like that. We really think it's awesome. But make sure, your number one key is make sure you have 100% permission to be there.
Let's see. When's the next flash meet? I don't remember off the top of my head. There's a sticky on our page of the card. Ryan, do you need a card? We'll get you a card. It's got all the meets on it.
Yep.
Favorite energy drink? What's yours?
Surge.
I was on a 1 Monster a day habit for like 5 years, and I quit cold turkey. And now I drink Starbucks refreshers, which they're just like they're green coffee extract, and they don't taste anything like coffee, and they're not horrible for you. And that's what I drink now.
I like cold brew coffee.
You smell like old farts and rubber. Thanks, Cody.
Tanner and Dustin just arrived. Thanks, guys, for tuning in.
I remember my first 406 meet. What was the first one you ever went to, Spencer? I really want to know.
And Jesse Kinder's in here. What up?
I don't remember my first meet, LOL, but I have a terrible memory.
Brandon says we need to go check out the Helena track, and I agree. I think we've got cars that need to be on the track and cars that need to be out at these type of meets. And I agree with you, Brandon. We need to be taking place, participating in that kind of stuff.
Really though, there's only a couple of our guys that are like, I think of Brandon and Seth with the all-wheel drive and the wide tires and stuff,
Spencer and
power. And Spencer. Adam's kind of all about drift now. That's like he caught the drift bug, which is awesome. So we don't have tons of guys that are into like, big power and going fast. I guess we like hard parking and kind of.
Rice says, are all types of cars welcome at the barbecue? Yes.
You know it.
And
you know it.
What's cool about the barbecue is that this is specifically our meet every year where we don't focus on the cars. So most everybody's parked normally. We hang out away from the cars. We actually have within ourselves, we have security that walks the parking lot and make sure that nobody's messing with stuff, so everyone can focus on just being friends and playing football and grilling and chilling,
enjoying summer.
Yeah, that's our big thing. We love barbecues.
Yep.
We do that all
like
the time.
Food.
Yeah.
If we were standing, you'd be able to tell that even more.
That's right. Plus, we don't have pants on. That was mentioned earlier.
Yep.
So
who needs those? See, Spencer was one of the guys at that Fast and Furious meet.
Yeah, he had that 240, man. That was so sweet.
Spencer's too low. Oh, too low to race. Maybe. I mean,
wuss. That's all I'm gonna say.
My Civic that Brian now owns, that was pretty slammed when I was racing. There was one bump that I kind of had to dodge. Snake, you shouldn't be dodging bumps when you're racing. That's not good.
Hey, we're having this live thing going on right now, so you guys can ask us questions. So that's awesome. I'm glad you guys are asking us a lot of questions. Ask us questions about old school 406 custom stuff. We want to do that. If you guys want to start a car club or anything like that, ask questions about that.
Flash. Okay, so Rye Flash meets July 2nd.
July 2nd.
Barbecue is August 6th.
Hold it up to the thing. Maybe they can see it.
Look, it should be on our page, but here it is for now. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if that worked or not, but whatever.
You can pause your screen and write everything down, or you can just go to our page and check it out.
Yep. Don't need power for the track. Yes, I know, because Miatas race all the time and they are gutless. But I guess there's just only a couple guys that are more in that direction.
Well, Cody says the hockey game's on now. What are you guys doing in here? That's a good question. We're family guys. I'm going to back up actually for a second here. When we started our car club, it was a bunch of single dudes.
Yep.
And after almost 10 years of being friends with each other in our car club, we got lots of ladies now and
lots of kids, tons this year.
This last year was baby central for 406 Custom. I don't know what in the water.
There's literally 3 of us that don't have kids. I'm one of them, hanging in there.
Yeah, that's cool. That's why he's able to come hang out with me. We're at my house because kids. Let's see here. You guys are killing it. Best scene in my travels, a real brotherhood. Yeah, actually,
Thanks, homie.
that's cool that Cody mentioned that because I was just talking with him the other day, and he was mentioning, that his travels actually have extended all the way to Florida to Seattle this year, and he went to a lot of car meets and different gatherings and things like that. And it was really encouraging to hear from him that we do have something special here. And I've heard that from Jacob too. He's been to a couple of Denver meets, and it's just I don't know what it is, but
What
it's
cars
different.
did everyone start with? That's a good one.
Dude, Garrett, good question. My first car with the crew was my 2000 Escort ZX2,
Yep.
and that thing went through so many different stages. I mean, it went from like I was trying to be as loud as possible. I had a crazy, huge fiberglass in sound system in the trunk, and I don't know. It went all the way to having a floor made out of license plates, So,
Oh, and
about
then
you?
my first one was a Jeep Cherokee Sport that was murdered out on 20s with like 5% tint, 2 kicker 15s in the back, same thing, huge system. I loved like the baller vehicles. They didn't call it VIP then, they called it baller.
Mm-hmm.
And I was all about that stuff. And then I got the Scion, and that's when I kind of caught the import bug.
Yeah, I like this question here. How open are you guys to helping newbies? Bought a new car and want to have fun with it. Know a few people in your club now. So, I don't know. I mean, that's one cool thing about 406 Customs is that all of us have different like levels of talent with different things. Different skill sets. Like I can't weld, but Nate can weld.
Kind of.
And dude, you put a spray can in my hand, and I will straight up paint anything. And I don't know, just everybody's got some different skill sets, and we bring them to the table and help everybody out. So, and that doesn't just stay with us. We want to extend that to everybody else too. So, you just hit us up, and we'll help you at least get connected with somebody that knows what's going on. So,
That Scion was legit. Thanks, Cody. I missed that car a lot of times. It was the first like mild tire stretch.
he had like camber, and we were so amazed. It was like 5 degrees.
Yep.
And we were like, wow, camber. It was cool.
That was kind of like when the stance bug hadn't really came to Billings yet. I'm not trying to say I was like the first or anything, but I just saw cars on the internet, started playing with it. And man, that was fun. I missed that car. Slow as crap though.
Dalton was asking me about the Escort. Yes, it was the blue one with the big wink mirror. Crazy stuff. Lots of everything. They had flares on it. Want to help me paint my hood and trunk? Yes, I do. How much a mobile? Yeah, pretty much a mobile home. Oh, that's what the Scion was.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was. They're way roomier than they look.
It was. How'd you register it? It was like a.
Well, no, it registered as a wagon, but I ordered a grill for it, and when the grill came in on the tag, it said microvan. And Mark Foote has never let me live that down.
As he shouldn't.
No, I probably should.
Microvan. Yeah.
Microvan. Let's vote him to go back to the Scion K20 Boost. No more whale tail.
You guys know where to get the best paint job in Billings or Paint Match? I don't know. We do a lot of our own stuff, so.
Yeah, and I don't really know as far as guys, paint shops and stuff. I don't really know.
Jory wants to know what our favorite brand of seats are.
Man, I don't know.
Corbeau for me.
I have a Corbeau. I'm not super stoked on it. Seth. I've sat in Seth's car that's got brides in it, and
Yeah.
those are awesome. But
They're a race car.
some people they got that Skrilla that I don't have.
Yeah, Corbeau makes a lot of stuff for a lot of cars. A lot of muscle car guys, they like Corbeau seats because they make like really nice racing seats in old school styles. And I don't know, that's kind of what I'm into. I like that kind of stuff. So
Stuff about a trailer, sweet. Yep. Hey, look, more people. Hi.
Kenna and Hugh, what up? Hugh's probably got a cigar in his mouth.
Probably.
Probably. Yep.
Man, I mean,
If you guys like this stuff, I mean, I plan on doing some more Q&As and having, somebody else sitting right here and doing things like that. So I'll kind of be hosting some of these. And I wanted to have Nate here because, Nate and I kind of had the idea of 406 Customs back in the day, and Adam and Mark were right there with us. Us four. It was just us four for a while. So,
well, and it was me, you, Adam, and this other kid, Damien. He used to roll with us, and Mark was living somewhere else. And then,
Seth Malyrick.
Yep, Seth Malyrick was one of us for a while.
Yep.
Where do you guys see 406 going in the next 5 years? That's a man. Nice one, Bailey. There.
There's your comment. It's going up.
Where do you see us?
Where do I see 406 Customs? I mean, I like to have big goals. So I see us maybe having a shop. I see us maybe owning some property or a building. I see a few more members here and there. I see a bunch of stuff in some other towns. Like I see a lot of Bozeman growth. I see some Great Falls growth.
And they might not, and we might not necessarily have 406 members, in other towns, but we would like to help get clubs like us going in other towns. I think for me, I really want to keep the family vibe among us, and then just keep doing whatever we can for the community and the scene, and just encourage growth. And I really want to encourage, especially the younger kids. It's really easy to be young and dumb and make stupid choices and go race and stuff like that. And I want to. Those are going to be the next enthusiasts coming up as we get old and you don't see us out as much anymore. I mean, those are the next kids coming up. So that for me, it's just I want to try and be cool to everybody and encourage them, I guess.
I don't know. When we first started, there was a team called Team Sprock and Team Full Throttle.
Yep.
So those two clubs kind of already pre-existed before 406 Customs, and believe it or not, those guys that may have know who they are, they were influential to us because they had awesome cars, they had a brotherhood, and they were doing cool stuff. So we wanted that, and we're just still doing it. So I mean, in 5 years, I see us still doing it.
Yeah. And all the money you guys buy shirts and stickers with and stuff, none of that goes in our pockets. We don't split that up or anything. I mean, hopefully you'll notice this year we're going bigger than last year, and that's what all the money that's what all the money goes towards. Every year should be bigger, and so 5 years from now, man, who knows what we'll be doing.
Yeah, I mean, some of the spots that we have for meets, and we have to rent them, we have to put money down on that kind of stuff. We have the Art House movie meet coming up. That's our next thing. We rented that whole place out. A lot of that is, because you guys buy merchandise from us and stickers and things like that. We have a treasurer, somebody that manages all that money for us.
Yeah.
So we're not just carrying around a bunch of cash in our pockets because we already know that it's not our money. I don't know if you guys know, but our club is internally funded a little bit too, because we put a little bit of our own money into the club every month and hold each other accountable to that. So we straight up have buy-in into this. So it's a big deal for us.
I think we missed some stuff here. Let's see. Where are your shop located at? We don't have a club shop. We just
not yet.
We're just got garages. You need some help? We'll help you in a garage.
I really like the garage over by the Sunset Bowl. I wish that thing was
by my house. Yeah.
I want to know more about that.
Best car movie. That's a good one. Man, I honestly love all the Fast and Furious movies. It's kind of what got me started. They play a big role, whether you want to admit it or not.
Yep.
What's your favorite car movie?
Favorite car movie? Too Fast, Too Furious.
That's the worst one, but it's the best one.
It's going to be an all time and a night.
Mark Foote, don't ever do this again. Thanks, Mark. We will. How much oil did you smoke to get the look on your face? I don't even know what oil is. I've been straight edge for the last 12 years, so
I think we might have been talking to somebody else, but
hopefully.
at least that.
Love Team Sprock. Yeah, I wish we'd see some of those guys. I think some of their cars maybe still exist.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. What's Nels?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nels. He's an original Team Sprock guy. That car's sick. Thanks, Nels, for if you ever see this. Thanks for bringing that car out.
Yep.
The AE86 with powered by a Honda S2000 motor.
We love you, Nails. You build cool stuff.
That's probably one of my favorite cars in town.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, now that I'm reminded of that, because I love AE86, love S2000s, like the best of both worlds. Didn't mean to like that. I'm not liking anything.
Nate better be putting green extra since he doesn't buy beer. Yeah, you're right. I don't drink, so
Neither do I.
neither do you. High five.
Yeah. Honestly, we actually.
That's a personal choice.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of one of our things about the club is we don't really, none of us party, get hardcore drunk every weekend or anything, so we kind of all have that in common. Not saying that none of us drink, but none of us are winos.
We party with each other. I mean, I got a pool table and stuff. We'll play poker and pool, and we go hang out. We like to hang out with you guys, so a lot of times we just go out and look for people to cruise with and hang with, and that's what we do on the weekends. So.
Is that why you said that? Did you just know? Club money mainly for merchandise. That's what I don't know if you caught it, but we all pay dues every month. That just goes basically into account, and that's what helps pay for stuff. That's what fronts the money. I mean, printing stickers and shirts is not cheap, and that's what funds a lot of that stuff. And then you guys buy stuff, and we use that money to make meets happen.
Yeah, I mean,
I live by Sunset Bowl. Let's hang out sometime. Yeah, go ahead.
There you go. I was just gonna say, our buy-in to our club is not necessarily just for that purpose, but it keeps us accountable to a lot of things. And when we need to go and buy a cabinet to display our merch and stuff like that, all the money that you guys have already spent on stickers and things like that is already set aside for specific things. So, that comes out of our pockets. So
yeah, that's why we pay club dues. Stuff like coolers to hand out water in.
Yeah,
stuff.
We don't want you guys to have to buy that kind of stuff. So we put your money back into the meet, and back into the meets, and back into the scene. So, yeah, that's it on that.
If you weren't into cars, what do you think your hobbies would be? That's a good one. I like riding bikes. I grew up riding BMX bikes, and then I've been out of it for a while. And I just got a bike for my birthday that's like a 26-inch dirt jumper bike. So if I wasn't into cars, I'd probably do that even more, I guess.
I'd probably be into, I don't know, making something. I like to be creative, and I might be a graphic artist or making videos, or I don't know, something probably with art.
Yeah, honestly, me too. Because my favorite part of racing games is making cars. So, any chance I can be creative, I go for it. So it would have to be something where I make something.
Quit asking hard questions. We don't want to imagine life without cars.
Yes.
What's your thoughts on lowriders with hydros?
Dude.
I like that question.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. We love them.
I was like, what?
What?
I have a huge soft spot for lowriders. I'll probably never get to own one because they're a lot of money. But man, something about cars bouncing up and down is just so gangster.
It is.
Just straight out of
We're from the 90s, so yeah, lowriders that hop and pop. That's awesome. I like lowrider bikes too.
Yep.
Yep. How do you guys feel about Old School? Like the movie? It was great. You're my boy, Blue.
But old school cars.
Old school cars.
I love old school cars. I like that. I finally get the sticker logo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool.
There's a 4 and a 0. Okay, that's
Yeah.
awesome. You guys should do another meet where we can destroy another car.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we will. We
Yeah.
will.
That was a big deal. Like, I mean, for setup, and that was probably the most involved meet that we've had, as a crew, just to kind of get everything arranged and to make sure that things were going to be safe. Which, I mean, if you were there, it wasn't that safe.
No.
But
Especially when the car got rolled over. We didn't plan that, honestly.
yeah, and people just started coming in and flipping it over, and we were just like, whatever, that's cool. I kind of want to see a car get flipped over anyway. So. Yeah, we're going to do some of that. We've learned some lessons with that kind of meet, and I can imagine you can expect next time we do something like that, it'll be like even more legit.
Yep.
So, and we want some trucks to show up this time to try to drive on the cars, because that was like a huge thing we wanted to happen.
Yeah, we had waivers ready for that.
Like, yeah, bring your giant trucks or tell your friends with giant trucks to come to those meets so they can drive on the cars. We want to see that.
Where can I get 406 stickers? Need a few. Message the page.
Yeah, okay, that's a good question. If you want any type of merchandise, shirts, hats, stickers, message our Facebook page. And Brett, he's our merch guy, and he'll get you hooked up with that kind of stuff. Shirts and hats may not be for sale yet until Zip Tie Club, but we're going to try to get them up for sale as soon as possible. So shout out to Hansers for donating those cars. That's so true. Hansers donated those cars that we smashed. They actually brought them to the meet
And hauled them away.
And it was awesome. And we could have done it without them.
Side note about that car smash. I remember somebody showed up and they're like, how are we going to smash a plastic car? Because the one was the dent-resistant Saturn. That was the funnest one to smash.
Oh, yeah, the hammer went right through it every time. Boom, boom, boom. It was cool. Don't see a New Jersey license plate on your wall.
That's my cousin.
If you got one, I would love to have one, because you're right. I don't have a New Jersey license plate. I got like 6 Hawaiian license plates.
How does that even happen?
But I don't even have a Kansas license plate. So, I don't know. Just if you got cool license plates and you want to give them to me just for fun, do it.
Ooh, Bailey, with another good question. Would you consider doing collab meets with other crews? Yes.
Absolutely. That's
Yes.
something we've definitely talked about. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be just super fun to, have... Oh.
That's okay. It automatically reconnects.
Hey, sorry about that.
Are we back?
We're back.
Okay.
I hope.
Yeah, Bailey said, would you consider doing collab meets with other crews? And that's yes.
Yeah, that would be tons of fun. We're just looking for other crews to want to put in equal effort. If we're going to do a collab meet, there's probably, we both got to do some planning and effort. So, start a crew and get legit.
Yeah. And by legit, we mean like, if you're going to have meets, make sure you have permission for things. Think about a lot of things before you do it. It's like thinking before you act. That's going to help your car club a lot. And I think following your own rules is a really big deal. If you don't have rules about stuff, then that's fine. But for us to be involved with what you got going on, I think it would definitely have to fall within our rules, or we wouldn't have to know 100% sure that we will be able to follow our own rules at your meet. So,
we're not going to have a meet where people are encouraged to do burnouts afterwards.
yeah,
we don't encourage that stuff. That's what makes cops think that we're all a bunch of punks.
Yeah, I don't mind saying it, because a lot of some muscle car guys can get away with that kind of stuff just because of the nature of the car scene. You see like this just awesome, like supercharged Chevelle or whatever, like doing this amazing burnout. People like, yeah, they cheer, you know, it's awesome. Smoke everywhere, you know, and you see the same thing coming from, you know, any kind of
A
import
Honda
car.
Civic just wheel hopping all over the place trying to burn out, and he'll get a ticket.
My Civic can't do a burnout.
Yeah, neither can mine, probably. Brian's good.
Hey, we do love burnouts though. If you go to our Facebook or our YouTube page, we have a whole playlist of burnouts we did right here in this garage, and my floor is still messed up from that. Do you still smell smoke?
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah. Convertible or hardtop? That's a good question for you.
I have a convertible, and it's really big in the Miata scene to put hard tops on them. I won't lie, they look sick, but I'll never do it because I just love being able to just throw the top down, cruise, and then throw the top back up if it starts to rain or something. I'm a big top down guy, so yeah.
Yeah, actually, I agree with Hugh. We need to give a shout out to Gern's 12 Volt for organizing a meet this weekend. Man, what a crazy weekend to have a meet.
Yeah.
There's no way that that Levi could have known that was going to happen, you know, with a big hailstorm and things like that. We love supporting Levi and Gern's 12 Volt and all the things that he does. So if you guys need sick lights, dude, Levi builds,
The
you know,
best.
seriously, he builds better lights than I can even find out there. Like
Yeah.
he builds some legitimate sick stuff. So,
What's your favorite cruise route? I mean, if we're doing an in-town cruise, we like to, usually we're meeting up at City Brew, and then we kind of roll King, the city center, to downtown, the Heights, and then usually it breaks up after that. That's, I guess, what we do most of the time.
well, you know, I wanted to go for an hour. We're at an hour and 6 minutes. So it's been really great answering questions with you guys. I'm going to do this again. I'm going to have another 406 member here. We're going to talk about some other different things. You know, so keep an eye out for that kind of stuff. If you have any more questions for us, you know, I do a lot of stuff on the 406 main page on Facebook. So ask me a question, send us a message. I'd be happy to answer that kind of stuff for you. You know, the last thing popped up was you guys rock, and that's really, it's really all about you guys for real. I mean, just like we said in the beginning of this video, 406 Customs only exists really to make sure that the car scene can happen. You know, we love the people in the car scene. We want to be focused on people over cars. So that's the legitimacy to 406 Customs. So, anything else you want to say, Nate?
Man, just keep coming to our meets, keep building sick cars. You know, we did that whole, we did the Steamy Roller meet not only to be fun, but just to just wanted to park with you guys, and you know, we're no different than you guys, just a little bit older.
Yeah.
Really is about it. I mean, older than a lot of people that are coming to meets these days. So just come out and talk to us and hang out with us. We love talking to you guys. I honestly love working the merch booth just because it's it's a spot to talk to people.
Yeah, you get to meet everybody. That's the best part.
Yeah, I mean So keep coming out, keep building sick cars, and you know, if I give any advice about building cars, it's do what you want and build your car as an expression of yourself, and don't let any of the haters tell you what to do or how to build it, because those are the cars that I always like the most when I see them at meets. There's when I know that people did them how they wanted them.
I agree.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, peace out, guys, and see you later. Oh, we're still going over here.
Hey, you guys are seeing what they didn't see.
Cool. Hey, all right. So that was a live video feed on our Facebook page. You guys got to see the whole thing on YouTube. It was from beginning to end. Hopefully, at least one person was still watching all the way to the end, an hour and 8 minutes or whatever it says, hour and 12 minutes. So we love all of our car scene people. We love everything, everybody. So stay awesome and tune in to more cool stuff.